All right, we're going to start with a song called Bats in the Night. So we're going to go through it, and then at periodic times you can pause the video and just catch up with as much as you need to. So it looks a little daunting at first because it does look like 2 pages, but if you really get down into the deep parts of it, you'll find it's pretty simple. So we're going to take a look. This first measure, it's pretty simple with both the left hand and the right hand. You have the do you see the bats in the night? And so if we take a look further down on the second page, you'll see again, do you see the bats in the night? So really what this is, it's one piece of music that repeats. So we're gonna start, and then you can see in the treble clef, you start on the middle C, and then with your bass clef, you're starting on the A. So, here we go. Then, wait, hold on. I am wrong on the notes. Okay, wait. There we go. There's the keys. So we're starting on A here. So, feel free to pause and play along after you think you've got it. So we're going to do these first 2 measures. You're starting with the A, and then you're going up to your B, then to your middle C, and then back down to your A. So just... And then we hop up to we go to E, F, E. So that gets you... So altogether you get... Okay, and then feel free to just pause there, go over that a couple times. I realized I played a wrong note, but oh no. All right, so now we're gonna move on to the second phrase, which it's circling around, they're watching me. So if we'll take a look, if you look at this first note from your first measure, your first note from your first measure, or second measure, you'll see that it's the same, and it's true for all of this third measure is the same as the first. And you take a look at your fourth measure, it's the same as your second measure, but it's in your left hand now. So that gives you... And then So that's all 4 of them together. Now we're going to take a look down this fifth measure. And you'll see, again, it's just a repeat going up to your right hand. So it's essentially just a loop of... All right, so that's the 6th measure. And again, it's just sort of that repeat. Now we take a look. 7 is where it starts to get a change up. And this is just a simple walk down. You're going from your E to your C in your right hand. So, and then you're finishing the rest of the way down in your left hand. So it's Oh, yeah. Oh wait, no, it's not. It's not a walk down. I am mistaken. That measure number 8 is a repeated A. So I'm making it more complicated than it is. So disregard previous instructions. And instead you get... There you go. All right, so I'm gonna do from measure 1 up to measure 8, and then you can play with me, And then if you're struggling a little bit, just feel free to pause the video and go through it again until you get it. So. There we go. So that's measure 8. So we're going to look at measure 9 now. See how it's a little different. It's not quite the same as what we've been doing before, but it's still quite simple. You're starting with your F in your right hand, so, and then you're starting with your A in your left hand. So it's like almost a call and responses. And it appears, yeah, it is just it's a repeat for that second measure. So we get and we'll take a look at measure 11. We're coming down with your right hand, but you're staying the same with your left hand. So you get 2 E's now. But then we have a new pattern. So we're starting with your C, and then we're coming up to, so we go C, B, C, E. So we get, and then we're again just doing our pattern of F and A until we reach the word down, which leads you back to that A. So we get, and then we're going to take a look at, this is measure 15. We're coming down, so we're starting on our D. We're coming D to C to B, and then we're coming up to D sharp. So, yeah. And then we have another sharp here with, that is another D sharp. So, from the previous measure, you've got, and then we get our E, and then we're back at the beginning. Yep, and we're back at the beginning for the do you see. So, yeah, that's really all it is. It's the same steps through, and you just loop it, and I'll be excited to see you in class.